Hey, students. It's Mr. Ibsen, and I'm here to talk to you about a really important subject, really a life skill, which is digital organization. It's really important that you start keeping track of all the work that you do while you're here in high school, because it's really the evidence of what you're learning, what skills and what content, what information and knowledge you're gaining while you're here in school. Someday students are going to need to prove that they're proficient in certain skills and content information in order to graduate. So let's get started keeping track of all that you're doing while you're here in school now. To do that, you're going to want to get into Drive, Google Drive. But we're not going to use the app that you see on the top right. We're going to jump into Google Drive through Safari because that allows you to see Drive as if you're on a desktop or laptop computer. It's what you're used to and it has a lot more functionality. So let's open Safari right now. Pow! Now hopefully you get a screen that looks like this. It's Google Drive the way you're used to seeing it, and you can do basically all that you can on a computer. But if you don't have this screen in front of you, you have a quick fix to get there, so I can pause and help you out. Make sure everybody is on this screen, a screen that looks like this. And you're going to want to make sure now that you have a folder for this class for English. Now let's imagine that I'm a new kid. I just moved here from Texas. My name's Tex. And I need a folder for this class, Mr. Ibsen, so what do? Well, here's Tex's folder right here. It says Tex English 2014. It's his first name, this class, and the year. That is good enough for me, Tex. So here is his folder. Now he needs to make sure that it's shared with me. Right now, it's definitely not. So let's make sure that happens right now. I'm going to click on that folder like we have, and we're going to hit more. And then we're going to hit share. And we're going to share it. With who, you might ask? With your English teacher. That's me. So type in my email address. It's Gibson. There I am. I don't need to be able to edit that, but that's alright. This entire folder is now shared with you, with me, the teacher. Now everything that you put in this folder, I'll be able to see. I don't need to be able to edit all of your work, but I want to just see the evidence of what you're doing in this class. A lot of the stuff you do, you're going to submit to Schoology, but not all of it. Some of it is just going to be resources for you to look back on as the year goes on. And you really might need to, for a midterm or final, be able to look back at work that you've done from September all the way to June, baby. So let's start keeping track of it now. Now, let's make sure you know how to put documents into this folder from Drive. So let's scroll down and, oh, here's something related to the hero's journey right here. That's clearly for English class. So this hero's challenge, I'm going to click on that bad boy right in the box. And then I'm going to hit this folder up top, like so. See, right now it's not really working. I'm getting frustrated. So I'm just going to open this up. Just give it a chance to sizzle on the back burner for a second. Then I'm going to shut it down. And now I'm going to try it again. And now magically that folder wants to work. I don't know why. iPads are funky sometimes. Give them a break, okay? So now I want to make sure this document goes into the folder I just made. So my name's Tex, and I got to put this Hero's Journey assignment into my English folder, so here it goes. Just click on it. Move on down the road. Now what I want you to do right now is to make sure that every document that you've written, that you've created for this class for English so far, you make sure you put into that folder that's been shared with me. Now let's move on from there once you've had some time to do that, because you also most likely have some work in Notability that you would also like to keep track of. Notability doesn't really back itself up. If your iPad is exploded in a fiery inferno, your Notability account is going to be wiped clean. There's not going to be anything in there when you get a new iPad, hopefully, and open it up. So we want to back that stuff up, keep track of it, and not get Notability too cluttered. Google Drive can handle it. It's a ginormous binder that anything can fit in. So let's put some of those notes from Notability into there, shall we? Great. So I'm going to close Safari. My Safari is done for now. I'm going to open Notability. Here it is. Hello, Notability. That's my dog barking outside. Now, here are some notes that I took in Notability. And I'm looking particularly at this one. This was some reading homework I did during the Hero's Journey unit. And I want to put this into Google Drive just so I can keep track of it. I want to be able to look back on my work as the year goes on. So how do I get it from Notability into my English folder in Google Drive? It's super easy. I'll show you right now. Click on this little arrow in the top left. That arrow meaning send me somewhere else. I want to be shared and moved around. I'm a no to Notability, but I want to be free. So click on that, and you're going to put it in Google Drive. Now, I can even say exactly where in Google Drive I want it to go. It's amazing. So, I'm going to click Folder up here. Now it's going to put all my folders here so I can see them. And I'm looking for Tex English 2014. Here we go, Tex. I'm going to pop this note right into this folder here, the lickety-split. And, yep, do it. It's working. It's moving. This note is headed into Google Drive. It's gonna happen. Right now it's moving slowly, but it's gonna get there. I know it will. And if it doesn't, I'll do it again. But I'm gonna do this process for each and every note I have in Notability that's a part of the Hero's Journey unit, and any habits of work notes that I have in here too, that rubric that we've used once and will soon again. See, everything works if you give it some time. Just be patient, go through this process. It's good for your learning. You're going to be able to look back and see all that you've done in this year. You're going to be amazed at how organized and productive you were in school, and look back and say, hot dog, that was not a waste of time. I learned a lot and did plenty. Now that's my lesson for the day, everyone. Watch that video just this once or 500 times, as many times as it takes. Alrighty.